Shout out Young Slim.
Got some shit to get off my chest. There's a lot of bullshit going on. Thought I'd clear shit up. Cause fuck being silent, I got some shit to say. Just some stuff I wanted to, but I didn't say. They tried to end the discussion like I won't get a say. For the record, let me set it straight. Set it straight.
What's poppin' with the population? Welcome to the very first episode of the Shit to Say podcast. It's your boy Teo, and I'm here with some shit to say. Welcome to the first episode. I feel like I've been talking about this for so long, and I finally am starting to put stuff out. This is the first episode. For those that don't know, which you probably do already, I've been recording a lot of episodes of this podcast. I've just been, this is awkward because there's nobody else in the room. I've been recording a lot of episodes of this podcast, but it's just been with other people. I've been trying to get that out the way first before I record my first episode. Because to me, it's just like, I can always just be by myself and record, but I'm not going to always have people available to me to be able to record these episodes. And I really want to just highlight, you know, the great conversations and the great people that I'm hanging out with and talking to on a regular basis. So I kind of just want to get those out the way first. And I've been doing that so far. I think I'm like technically 8 episodes in as of now when I'm recording this. But we'll see how many I have, how many more I have by the time I do post this first episode, which today is April 21st. I'm aiming to post this on April 28th. So let's see if I get that done. I gotta do a lot of editing and all of that shit. Just got a light Q&A for y'all today. I'm really happy that I'm actually getting this done because this is just so fun. They got this dope ass podcast room at the school, and I really just want to use it while I can, while I'm still here. And I've been doing that, and I'm very proud of myself, and I'm very happy with the stuff that's been recorded in this room. I've had some great people in here. I'm going to have some more great people in here. And yeah, it's just really fun. So I just hope y'all enjoy. And yeah, I got a like I said, I got a Q&A for y'all today. Just a good way to just, you know, break the ice, I guess, for lack of a better term. And yeah, have a little fun. But before we get started, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on the notification bell so you get notified every time I post. And without further ado, let's get to it. Yeah, so the Shit to Say podcast. The whole premise behind it is I have a song out on YouTube, which y'all should go listen to that, called Shit to Say. And I just figured that would be a good name for a podcast. Like, that's, you know, interesting, whatever. And yeah, it's really just going to be like, we got shit to say. We're going to talk about it. Just real cool. It's no real theme or topic. You know, we just sit around. You know, I just want to be able to emulate, which I feel like a lot of podcasters do. I just want to be able to emulate like the regular conversations that niggas have, you know, sitting around at lunch, in the crib, whatever it is, because a lot of great conversations do happen. And yeah, just be unfiltered and talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about, and not, you know, have to worry about anything. Just, you know, regular conversation. And I feel like that's been happening so far, and I've gotten a lot of really good, dope conversations out of great people, and I can't wait for y'all to see those. So yeah, this also makes me very insecure because I realize how many times I say like and or other shit in a sentence, and I be counting that shit in my head, and that shit is really embarrassing. So I'm very sorry.
Case in point.
But yeah, gonna get as many episodes as I can and post pretty much weekly. Every Sunday I'll post a new episode. They're gonna be as long as I want them to be, really, or as long as they are. If it's an hour and a half, it's an hour and a half. If it's 2 hours, it's 2 hours. If it's 45 minutes, it's 45 minutes. Y'all gonna get what the fuck I post. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. If y'all listen, y'all listen. If y'all don't, y'all miss out on the good shit. That's not my problem. But yeah. I don't know if there's anything else I want to preface with this. Hopefully I can continue this after I graduate in some way, shape, or form. I definitely do want to. You know, shit gets a little harder because I don't have access to all this dope equipment, but I'll make it work somehow. But yeah, I'm just excited. I don't know. I'm just excited. A little bit about myself. From Harlem, New York. I'm 21 years old. Birthday is July 8th. Yes, sir. July 8th. Summer baby. Make music. I'm a rapper. I'm a part of a dope band called Sort Out 6. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, really. So I'm gonna just leave it there. That's why we had the question. So we just gonna get into it on my Instagram, which you should follow me on Instagram at Teo the Rapper. That's TEOTHERAPPER, Teo the Rapper, TEOTHERAPPER. I had posted a Q&A basically just for people to just ask me questions about literally anything and for me to answer it during this time. So yeah, about to head into that. I'm sorry. Forgive me for sniffling in your ear. But yeah, I think the first question that I want to answer was asked by a cousin of mine. Shout out you, who had asked me or has said, congratulations on the podcast. Any tips on starting one? I really don't know much about none of this shit either, really. So I'm not really the one to be answering this. But I think it definitely helps when you have really good equipment. I think a common thing that people say is that good audio, I think is that good audio makes up for good video. Good audio will help bad video. And I think that's really true. Like, if you have really good, crisp audio, like, people will listen to it and, like, you know, give it a chance. But, like, bad audio, I would not listen to anything that doesn't have good audio. And that's the same thing for music. Like, if the quality of the song at least sounds good, I'm more inclined to listen. Like, if the production on a song sounds good, then I'll listen. But if production sounds like you recorded that shit off a little ass Nokia phone, like, I'm not fucking with that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not at all. Not listening to that because you automatically tune out. Because now I have to, like, struggle to listen through this 240p ass audio, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, definitely always make sure you at least have good audio, especially if you're not doing a video podcast. You know, if you just have audio, then that's all people have to base, you know, the quality of your podcast on. So just have good audio. Obviously, and like the regular shit, bro. Be yourself. Talk about what you're passionate about, what makes you excited, and don't do no shit that you feel like is compromising your character, because that's, you know, obviously a hard image to uphold. I'm gonna just tell you a whole bunch of shit that, you know, I feel like is the basics that you can hear anywhere, because I'm really still figuring this shit out for myself. And always be prepared, especially if you have guests on your podcast, just to try and make sure you're keeping up the energy with the podcast, talking about good things that, you know, people will want to talk about. The energy is high, and that you could also, as much as you want you yourself to be natural, also have your guests feel as comfortable as possible to be their natural selves as well. Because you don't want no awkward energy in a room. You don't want anything like that. So yeah, try to make your guests as possible, like during the process, after, before, to make sure that they're, like, you know, completely comfortable. But yeah, that's really all you could do at that point. As I get more tips, I'll share, but really, I'm new to this shit too. Also, always have, like, 2 ways of recording. Luckily I record the video, obviously comes with audio, but then separately I also record audio on GarageBand. Just so that in case, like, the audio on the video is fucked up, I have audio separate that I could just sync everything up to, and everything will be good. And also always have, like, another, like, a hard drive or some shit to put stuff on, because this shit will take up a lot of storage, and you want to be able to have everything and not, like, your shit fuck up in the middle of the podcast, which happened to me one time. Yeah, you just want to be able to get through it all. So yeah, that's that. That's the first question. Dope question I feel like to start. I got a decent amount of questions, so this is probably going to be a long time. I'm trying to sort of kind of group them together in, like, topics. But let's see. Okay, another good question I got was from my guy, Lewis. Shout out you. He said, warning to freshman Teo. What is one warning you would have to freshman Teo, and 2 things you would tell him to look forward to? One warning I definitely would have is really, like, the easiest one for me. Time goes so motherfucking fast, bro. I remember literally getting accepted into Live, and then I remember, like, having my first classes at Live on Zoom, and then I remember having, like, getting on campus the first time and meeting niggas. Like, everything feels like a fucking blur, especially when I first got on campus to now. Everything feel like a fucking blur, and everything feel like yesterday. Like, shit feel like it was 2 years ago, but shit also feel like it was yesterday, if that makes sense. Like, depending on how I think about it. And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, everything just went so fast, and I feel like I've done so much stuff, and I feel like I'm not ready for it to be over, especially since I didn't get, like, a real full first year. I'm not ready for this shit to be over at all, bro. Like, I'm not. So I guess with that, I would just say, like, have as much fun as possible. Don't be scared. Talk to the people that you feel like you want to talk to and you're scared to talk to. because they very well might be great friends of yours. Do the things you want to do. Go out, have fun. And it's funny because this is the same shit I would tell like incoming freshmen now, and I've been preaching to young people for the longest. Just be present, have fun, be active. At least try to do things to say that you did it and that you didn't like it, because there's a lot of shit you may never do. If you could very well not do stuff and then never know, and then you rob yourself of good opportunities to have fun. So yeah, just be present. That's one warning I give myself. Time goes fast, so be present, be active. 2 things to look forward to. Sold Out 6. That's the main thing. Performing on campus has been dope, bro. Like performing on campus in front of these crowds and the people that I've met along the way and the people I perform with, like it's been such a blessing and a great pleasure to meet these people and perform in front of these people and just engage with this audience, because this is something I dreamed of, bro. Like this is more than I could have ever asked for. This is more than I could have ever even imagined. Like, bro, this shit is too good. And then another thing I guess I would tell them to look forward to is definitely like you are gonna meet some dope people along the way. This shit is gonna be fun. This shit is gonna be fun, bro. I've had so much fun on campus between parties, events, hanging out, chilling in Lower. Shout out to all my niggas that be in Lower. Shout out to the CP motherfucking C, Color People Corner. Shout out y'all. Everything has just been so dope overall with that, and I'm just like, it's just been so great. I've met so many good people, made so many great friends, and I'm just happy that I've gotten to know y'all. Shout out to anybody that's watching it, because 9 times out of 10, y'all are a very good friend of mine, and I very much appreciate y'all so much. So literally shout out y'all, like real shit. Y'all have made my experience at Alive memorable and a very unique time. Like college is already a unique time, and to have good people in my corner and just, just around that I can say are my friends and people I care about and fuck with, like, yeah. I love y'all. Let me stop. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's really it. Going off that, I don't know what the fuck I just did. Damn. Oh, okay. Going off that, my guy Gio had asked. Shout out Gio, by the way. I'm rocking the merch. I'm rocking the DJ Vonnie. I don't know if y'all can see that. Hopefully y'all can. I'm rocking the DJ Vonnie merch. I'm gonna put a link to this in the description too, because y'all need to cop up. This is quality merch right here. Something you wish you did while being at Live, and something you regret while being at Live. I think. I don't think I have any regrets really. I don't think I really regret anything for real, because I don't know. I think hindsight is 20/20, and I feel like if I wanted to do shit perfectly, knowing everything I know now, then I wouldn't have did a lot of shit. But I feel like the shit that I did go through, if I didn't, this is going to be like a lot of words, but long story short, if I didn't go through all the stuff that I went through, I wouldn't know what I know now. So I feel like everything happens for a reason. I've always been a big everything happens for a reason ass nigga. And shit is going to happen when it's supposed to. Shit happens because it's supposed to, whatever. But I don't think I have any regrets, really. I think if I wanted to be nitpicky, like there's definitely some things I wouldn't have done in terms of like people I would have engaged with and like people I would have made bonds with and all of that stuff. I mean, but that's just the nature of, meeting a lot of people and everything like that. Like you're going to have some bad apples. So that's just that. But something I wish I did while being at Live, I don't know. So, I talked about this in a. I'm going to talk about this more in a future episode that I have with some good friends I have on a women's basketball team. Shout out Kay and Sauda, but I really do wish I would have been a practice player way sooner. That shit is so motherfucking fun, bro. When I tell you that's some of the most fun I've ever had playing basketball, that shit is so fun. Just that environment, that organized environment. I literally love going to practice every day. That shit is so motherfucking fun. Like, that shit is like some of the best time I've ever had playing basketball, period. It's a dream for me. Like, for those of you who don't know, I used to play. Nobody really fucking knows this, so I don't know. Anyway, I used to, when I was younger, I really used to want to be in the NBA, like, real bad. Like, most niggas, like, whatever. But, I didn't grow. My skills was never like that. Like, it was never going to be for real. But I always wanted to be in that environment of like a manager or something like that, where I could at least be on the sideline, still be in, that sort of space. And I feel like being a practice player now has given me the opportunity to be in these spaces, to be in these positions where I'm still sort of close to organized basketball at a high level, and I'm gratefully appreciative of that. And the people that I've met through that, like everybody on the team is real dope, real talented, hella skill, can really play y'all asses off, and I really wish y'all the best with whatever you do with basketball, whether it be here or beyond. Like I really do want y'all to do well. But yeah, that's something I wish I would have done. Is been a practice player sooner, because that shit is fun. That's top 5. Next question. I keep hitting the wrong shit. Next question. Oh, somebody asked me for my favorite basketball moment. I guess personally, my favorite basketball moment, it really has nothing to do with me. Well, I guess it does. When I was a freshman, in high school, I tried out for the basketball team for JV, junior varsity. Didn't get it, sadly, but I was offered the position to be a manager. So I was still supposed to go to practice every day, whatever. So I did that. That was cool. And then obviously, it was high school. So a lot of people that were actually on the team had bad behavior, bad grades. So they ended up either like getting like, I don't know they weren't like off the team, but they were like on hold, I guess, for lack of a better term, from being on the team. So I ended up getting a position on the team. So, I was never that great, in my opinion. Looking back on it, I definitely could have been better than what I was had I been more confident. But, I could always shoot the three, especially from the corner, but mainly anywhere on the 3-point line, I can shoot the three, from a little deeper too. That's really what I was known for in my younger days of playing basketball, which I'm not mad at. Like, I love being a shooter. That's top 5. But I got on the team, but I never really played for real. I really was one of the dudes that just sit on the end of the bench, and then when the game was out of hand or we was up by a lot, or the other team was down by a lot, that's the same thing. Either we was up by or either we were up by a lot or they were down by. I just did that fucking. Either we were up by a lot or we were down by a lot. That's when I would get in the game. And, so I didn't really play it. I didn't really did a lot of things. But I do remember the very first time I ever scored in the game. It was like a really early game in the season. Maybe the first game, maybe the second game. I don't know. But I had got in, I think with maybe like 8 minutes left, because we was whooping their ass. And I remember I wanted to score so bad. And for some reason, I don't know why, they were only playing 4 people. The other team only was playing 4 people. They had plenty of other people on the bench, but they only had 4 people on defense for whatever reason. So me, chilling in the corner as I do, whatever. I was also really scared of like handling the ball, because my dribbles was bad. I was scared of like catching the ball, whatever, because I couldn't catch, whatever. Anyway, I had got a couple open looks and I kept missing. I kept bricking. Then I finally hit one, and everybody was cheering for me. It was just a real like nice wholesome moment. So either that or later in the season, we were in some like Thanksgiving or like Christmas tournament, whatever, and we were playing like some real good schools, whatever. And it was a real close game. And one of my teammates hit like a buzzer beater 3 with like a second left on the clock, hit the 3. We won the game. That shit was crazy. And it's crazy because we only had 5 players. It was me and 4 other people. We only had 5 players that whole game. So we had to play a whole full game. I think it was at the time like 32 minutes, whatever, 8-minute quarters. Just us 5. And that was it. And then in like the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter, one of our bigs had fouled out the game. So we played like the last 5 minutes with only like 4 people. With only 4 people. And we held our own, bruh. We held our own. Shout out to the people that was there at that game and played in that game. We whipped their ass, and we was getting heckled the whole game by the other teams, people. Shit was crazy, but that was tough. That buzzer beater was tough. All net too. Shout out IB. You nasty. That shit was crazy. What else we got? Somebody asked me my favorite part about being an artist. I think Will asked this question. Shout out my guy Will. Favorite part about being an artist is just being able to create stuff that I feel like relates to me and is very true to myself, and I get to just speak my mind in a way that's creative. I pride myself on having relatable music. I pride myself on having genuine music and, you know, stuff that I feel like is coming from the heart. And I'm glad that I can do that in a creative and in a good way, because not everybody that like speaks their mind, not everybody that speaks their mind in music is good. A lot of niggas do that and be ass. And I sound real not humble, but in a humble way, I'm glad that I can do that in a way that people like and appreciate and show love for. Because especially when I was first like really making music, I was scared that a lot of niggas was just supporting just because I was their friend. And you know your friends that make music and they shit low key be ass, but they your friends so you hype them up. I was scared I was one of them niggas that niggas was doing that too. So I'm glad. My bad. I'm glad. I don't feel that way now. Like I'm glad I don't feel that way, and I feel like I get a lot of genuine love and support from people that listen to my music or come to the shows, and I really appreciate everybody that show love, because as somebody that deals with a lot of insecurities when it comes to music, y'all love and y'all support really means a lot to me, and from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it. I appreciate anybody that's ever came to a show, even if you came for 10 minutes and left, like, thank you for at least coming. Thank you for anybody that even played the album. Shout out to my album for those who waited on all streaming platforms. Go check that out. Please listen. Anybody that has ever listened to the album, shared the album, reposted the album, even if you told me you was going to listen to the album, the fact that you even said that, I appreciate that, because a lot of niggas be like, listen to my album, niggas be like, fuck no, I'm not listening to that. I've had people that don't even listen to hip-hop tell me they listen to the album and they fuck with it, so I appreciate that. It's just opened so many doors for me, and I've met so many good people through being an artist, and like genuinely, like really, I appreciate it, bro. Like that shit has been like so much fun. And in that same vein, somebody also asked me some beginning, what was it? Let me see, advice for music and songwriting. I think once again, and I'll say this really about anything. Always be yourself and write what you feel is true to yourself and what you feel. This isn't even the only thing I'll say. I have a lot of feelings about this. Write when you feel like writing. Create when you feel like creating. Do not write just for the sake of doing it, because there's gonna be some shit you don't like. I'm a big proponent of take a fucking break. If you don't want to make music, don't make music. Don't force yourself to. The feeling to come, you'll get inspired, whatever, you'll come across some shit that you feel like is worth writing about or talking about or doing whatever with. You will find that time. But don't force that shit to happen, because you're going to create some shit you don't like. You may be, well, I ain't going to say that. You may be the type of person that you can fight through writer's block, or you can fight through passion blocks for the lack of a better term, and then you create some good shit. But you may very well also be the type of person that you need to just sit back, relax, and let that shit come to you. Figure out the type of person that you are first before you take my advice. But for me, I'm like, bro, I cannot write some shit if I'm not feeling it. I can't. And I'm not going to force myself to put some shit out because I feel like I have to, or because I told niggas I was going to have some shit out. And that's my whole thing about the album. Like, I wrote when the fuck I felt like writing. I put shit out when I felt like putting it out. But that's what it has to be if you want to put out some shit that you feel like is good product. Because at the end of the day, like, people want to hear you, and people want to hear what you have to offer. And if it's not genuine, it don't really matter. I think that's one. What else did I have to say? Be open-minded to criticism, but also take it with a grain of salt. A lot of niggas will tell you certain things and not know what the fuck they talking about at all. You really have to cipher through the bullshit when it comes to music, because a lot of this shit is subjective, and you have to be able to really fine-tune the advice that you get. Obviously, when it's credible sources, always take advice from credible sources, but be wary, because a lot of niggas do not have your best interest. I think imitation. What do niggas be like? Imitation is the best form of flattery. Whatever the fuck that shit is. I don't know. Anyway, I think with that though, my fault. I'm trying to make sure. With that though, I think always take inspiration from the people that you feel like are dope, and take bits and pieces of whatever you like about them, and try to put that to your own like creative spin. Like there's plenty of times I listen to freestyles and I like the way so-and-so does metaphors, so-and-so does similes, so-and-so does storytelling. I like the way so-and-so delivers. I like so-and-so's projecting. I take bits and pieces from shit. I like the way Tyler the creator arranges music and all this other shit. Like I take from people, and you know, it's okay to take from people in a way that you put your spin on it, and you do it out of admiration and inspiration for the person that you're doing this to. Obviously, don't steal from niggas. That's not what I'm telling you to do. But yeah, and yeah, bro, be you. Stick through it. It's not easy in the beginning. It may not be easy in the beginning. It could be, depending on who you are, but it very well also could not be easy in the beginning. But stick through it, bro. Especially if you got love for music. The people that got love and true, genuine love for music always prevail, in my opinion. What a nigga on Drake's song? None of that bullshit gonna last. All the other bullshit here today and going tomorrow. Like, that was corny. Sorry, but yeah, like all the bullshit gonna fly by, but the real always prevail. So like, you know, be you. I think I keep on doing this. I think I had more questions. Oh my God, Will asks, favorite person to collab with. Obviously, shout out Shane Finesse. Shout out my guy Shane. Follow him on Instagram. Support everything that he does. Shane is somebody that I've grown up with, and I want to get Shane on the podcast really bad. Shane is somebody that I've grown up with. And he was one of the first people that really helped me with music, and was like, listen, I know you know, I had made it clear in high school that I wanted to do music, whatever. And he was the one person that was like, listen, I got you. We could work and do whatever. And just a super talented, dope dude, dope artist, you know, plays instruments, makes beats, raps, everything. Really dope producer, bro. Really dope just artist in general. Makes really great shit. So, you know, if you listen to the album, a lot of the beats, I think maybe a little, like about half or a little over half of the beats on that album are made by him. A little bit around like half of the beats on that album are made by him. And yeah, tough dude. And obviously you will. You know I love collaborating with you. Another dude, really talented, dope, can sing, rap, play instruments. His beat making is tough too. Don't sleep on Will making beats. Will make good beats. Will make real good beats. And I had just had him on a podcast. Well, I just did an episode with him yesterday, obviously. But for y'all, this is gonna be like weeks and weeks in advance that y'all see, weeks later that y'all see the episode. But real dope dude, real dope. Like seriously, like my guy is talented. So definitely you. Anybody really on Sold Out 6, Abby, Anetta, Jack, Cole, Max, Ronnie, Aline, shout out Shreya. Shreya was part of Sold Out 6 for a little bit and was dope. David, Josh, Jaden, like literally like anybody that's been part of Sold Out 6. I've loved Owen. Shout out Owen. Shout out Balika when Balika was on Sold Out 6 and killed that shit. The one time you performed, like shout out you. Literally anybody that I've ever performed with, share that stage with, like shout out y'all, because y'all are also really dope to collab with. And just y'all have made making music and not making music, performing. Well, actually making music, but also performing music a pleasure, and like it's just been amazing. So definitely shout out y'all. Speaking of Sold Out 6, somebody asks, when can we see Sold Out 6 live? And at this point, y'all, by the time y'all see this, unfortunately, I will have performed probably the last time ever with Sold Out 6 on campus. As a student, let me make that clear. As a student, this is the last time you probably have seen me perform for my senior project. I was trying to perform for Mayfest, but I haven't seen no information about student, because For those that don't know, we used to have something called Lofcella, which was before that spring concert, I think it was called. But that was a great opportunity for student bands to perform and student artists to perform. But now they changed it to something called Mayfest or Springfest, excuse me. And I thought it was going to be student performances, but if there are, I haven't seen no information about it. They have been real bad promoting it, which has not been the case in the past. In the past, it's been real obvious. Like, they make it very apparent that they're looking for people to perform. But I haven't heard anything. So I was trying to perform for that, but I don't think that's going to happen because I haven't heard no information, which is a shame because I was looking forward to making that like the actual last performance. Actually, shit changed between when I recorded this and now. Today is currently May 1st, and we will be performing at Springfest May 3rd, Friday, 4 p.m. on the Quad. Be there. Sold Out 6's last show, my official last show as a Lafayette student. You do not want to miss it. It's going to be a great day, great vibes. So yeah, see you there. And anyway, back to it. But yeah, so I did my senior project, and I'm manifesting this. When y'all see this, I bodied that shit wholeheartedly. I bodied that shit. I'm putting that in the air. I bodied that. And it was a great performance. I hope y'all enjoyed it if y'all did pop out to it. If not, I really wish you could have came to that performance because I'm pretty sure that was a good performance and it's going to be a good performance. But yeah, after that, hopefully, you know, a lot of the gang is in New York, so we definitely want to work and, try and get it Sold Out 6 to be beyond Lafayette. Get that in the city, do some performances in the city for people that, live in the area so y'all can see us then. But I definitely will be back on campus to perform in some way, shape, or form. If it's not with Sold Out 6, then it'll definitely be at least be by myself performing. So, yeah, that's the next time you see Sold Out 6 live. But once again, shout out to everybody that's ever come to a show because y'all have, shout out to y'all. You'll come to learn that I'm very sentimental and emotional. That's the Cancer in me, for those who give a fuck about that. Oh, bro. For those who give a fuck about that, I'm a Cancer. But yeah, I'm very sentimental and emotional. I love just being thankful and showing love because I'm very big under the idea that niggas don't have to. So the fact that you did means a lot because niggas can fuck with you, but they don't have to show love. They don't have to pop out. They don't have to support. Niggas don't even have to fuck with you to begin with. So the fact that niggas do, I like from the bottom of my heart, like seriously appreciate it so much. Yeah, that was my little venture off with that. I think I had some more music questions. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I hate to sniffle in the camera. I mean, in the mic. My favorite song to perform live. My favorite song to perform live of mine has to be either Threat or Seasons. I literally love it so much. It was always Threat, honestly, because that shit is just so high energy and so just like, like that was corny. I'm sorry, but it's just so like, it's just so good. It's so fucking good, especially once we got like that big ass horn section. Shout out to the horn section, and they was killing. That shit was hard, and Max on that. Max be fucking that bass up, bro. That should be fun. That should be fucking fun. So yeah, Threat is great, and the energy I get from the crowd with that is so good. Seasons also has become a very big favorite of mine to perform. If you listen to Seasons on the album, I had merged the recording with some live video that I had, or live audio that I had of a performance that I did of Seasons for a Portlock show that was in the basement of Fahrenheit. And and I don't know. I always advise people when I have my listening party for the album, I advise everybody in the room when that part came on, that ending part. Really from the last hook you could do it. But from the last hook all the way through the end of the album, to just close your eyes and just listen and just envision what you're listening. And it's some of the most beautiful shit you could listen to. I say that humbly. It's some of the most beautiful shit you could listen to. Once again, shout out Will that played piano on that outro. Shout out Shane who mixed that together and made that sound beautiful. And shout out to everybody that I had on the outro or on seasons for that last hook. Y'all bodied that. Y'all that shit sounds so clean. But that also has become my favorite song to perform live, just because I think now that I've gone 3 years performing, there's a lot of songs that people know me for or are familiar with, and now people like know the words to those songs, especially now that they're out, and I think that's so beautiful. And excuse me, the first time this really happened was when we had the Something to Say show in the Williams Center, and I cut the beat out, whatever, when we was performing live, and everybody in the audience was singing the song. And I think it's just dope that y'all know the lyrics to the song, and y'all give a fuck enough to know the lyrics, and y'all can sing them on your own. I think it's just so, like, it's just cool to me. I don't know. Yeah. My performer heart feels happy about that. I appreciate that. Like, seriously. It's such a beautiful moment. So surreal too, especially just to know that, because I talked about this during the show, but I always think it's so dope when I see artists that are like up there perform songs and niggas in the audience know their words. To now me singing that, or it come to my music and I perform it, and now y'all know the words to my shit. It's just like, bro. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. So I think I got a couple more questions about art or my music, but somebody will ask, how will my next project be different? Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck my next project is gonna be at all. I haven't written new shit in a while. It's been a while since I've written some new stuff or had the urge to even write some new shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I definitely hope that, I just want my shit to be more intricate. I want my shit to sound, I don't know. I want to take inspiration from the way Tyler, the Creator, like really arranges his stuff. Like, I want to know more about music in order to know about arranging and everything like that, just because I find that shit so dope. Like, that shit is just cool, bro. So to be able to do that, I definitely want to be able to do that and just add that element now to my thing. Maybe a little bit more singing. We'll see. I might try. I don't know. But yeah, I think mainly those two ways I think would be better. And then the last question, I guess pertaining to music, would be, besides music, what other forms of art do I see myself getting into? I have no clue. I'm just leave that there because I really have no clue. Now into, I guess, less serious questions, more funny questions. My go-to deli order. My go-to deli order is like a variety of shit, but definitely a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll with lettuce and mayonnaise. I had this deli by the house, my old house, that used to fuck them shits up. Them shits was so good, bro. Them shits was so fucking good. Definitely that. Or I be getting a pastrami sandwich on a hero with like lettuce, mayonnaise, and onions, black pepper, all of that. Provolone cheese. Or no, I think those are really my go-to deli orders. When I used to go to when I was in high school, like I used to always either get a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll with lettuce and mayonnaise, or I used to get 2 toasted butter rolls with extra butter. And then for a bev, depending on what they got, I might get like a Snapple, the half and half Snapple, or the Mango Madness Snapple, or something like that. There was also this really good, I used to love this shit. It was a ginger ale that was like green tea ginger ale. I know it might sound weird. That shit was so fucking good. I love that shit so much. That shit was delicious. Every time I had it, I fucking loved it. So yeah, that probably would be my go-to deli order. Comment your deli order in the comments so I could judge you. So other people could judge you. Because I want to know what your deli order is too. Let's see. Blow up a city off the map. Which one? I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know. But I would definitely blow up some shit that is like irrelevant to me. And when I say irrelevant, understand that everything is subjective and not everybody care about everything. Let's make that clear. But probably some shit in like Montana or like Wyoming or something up there that I've never been to at all. I don't know much about none of the shit up there. One of those, I don't know, some real small town. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody also asks, either cook for Gordon. Would you rather cook for Gordon Ramsay or do a Shark Tank pitch? I don't got shit to sell nobody, so I don't think I'm doing a Shark Tank pitch. But I will cook for Gordon Ramsay. Hopefully, excuse me. I'm sorry. Oh, bro. Anyway, I think I would cook for Gordon Ramsay, hoping that he would judge me on a scale, judge me on a curve, and don't judge me too harsh. And I feel like Gordon Ramsay gets a lot of shit for the TV shows he's on. But in a setting like that, where if I was just cooking for Gordon Ramsay like on a one-off occasion, I feel like he'd be cool. He'd be cool with some bullshit. Now, granted, it's not bullshit. Anybody that's ever had my food could tell you, I low-key be throwing down. It's not nothing crazy. It's not nothing like, but my chicken Alfredo is okay. I get good reviews on that. Shout out. But my chopped cheese sliders on the Hawaiian rolls, the Good and Gather hamburger patties that got like the bacon and the cheese in them. Oh my God, from Target, forget about it. Them shits hit. So that I chopped that up, put that on Hawaiian rolls, some provolone cheese, bacon if I'm feeling crazy, put some lettuce on that. Should be bossing. With some mayonnaise, that should be bossing. Either that or I guess I recently started making patty melts for whatever reason, but that with some Checkers fries. I don't know how to cook from scratch yet. I want to start learning how to cook from scratch, but I'll get that. But for now, if some shit got instructions on the bag, I could do it. So yeah, but I'll probably cook them something like that because I don't have shit to sell nobody. Somebody asked, why can't people mind their business? I don't know why you asked that. You know why. Niggas like to be nosy. That's gonna be forever. That's that you got to deal with that. I don't know. Let's see. Shout out Ronnie. Ronnie asks, why is Ronnie your best bud? Shout out Ronnie. You're dope. You're really cool. My guy Ron. One day I'm gonna just, instead of just having guests, it's gonna be a no video podcast. It's just gonna be audio, and I'm gonna just do impressions of all of my friends, and it's gonna sound like I'm talking to 10 people, but it's just gonna be me in the room. But yeah, shout out Ronnie. You're just you. Like, I don't know. That just sounds so bad, but that you're just you. Like, you're just so cool. Also really nice, but real shit though, like a really nice, genuine person. Real dope to have a conversation, real dope to laugh with. Also really talented artist. And, you show me a couple of things you've done musically, and I really fuck with it. Real niggas love real bitches. Shout out that song. That's a classic. But yeah, you also joined Sold Out 6 and just, done a lot of great things with that. And whether it be singing lead, singing background, or just singing, period, I've always thought you're really talented and everything. And you overall just been a really great friend, and I'm definitely gonna miss you when I graduate. But yeah, dope. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend being Ronnie's friend. That was woo. Hold on. That was fucking. That's what you call motherfucking bars, nigga. I'm gonna start. Yeah, I'm gonna funk flex this shit one day. But yeah, shout out Ronnie. Lot of love. Let's see. We flying through these low key. Somebody asked me for my big three for the last 3 decades. I don't know what big three you're referring to. I think music, probably. Which is on brand because of all this Drake, Kendrick, Cole, whatever bullshit going on. For the last 3 decades. So you talking about the 2020s, the 2010s, and the 2000s, I guess. I don't know. I'll do the 90s. I think for the 90s, I'd probably say big. Well, okay, I'll start now. The big three for me is definitely Kendrick, Cole, and Drake. I think that's definitely the big three in my opinion. I don't know. But any other decade, really, I don't really have a big three, honestly. I think if you do the early 2000s, it's probably be like, or the 2000s period, it's probably like Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, and Eminem. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody, but that's the big three for me for that era. Yeah. My top 5 favorite rappers, though, I guess that'll be a better question to answer, because I actually have an answer for that. Is me, myself. Let me stop. That was corny. Sorry. My top 5 favorite rappers. Favorite, not greatest all time. My favorite. Definitely J. Cole. J. Cole, that is the reason I even started making music. Excuse me, my eyes itch so bad. I gotta buy some allergy medicine because my eyes been itching terribly. J. Cole is the reason I started making music, period. So definitely J. Cole. Favorite rappers. Top 5 favorites. I don't know. Cause it's funny, nigga. If a nigga asks me this, and I feel like I don't listen to music, period, to even know what the fuck my top 5 favorite rappers are. That's sad. But definitely J. Cole. I guess I would also say Kendrick. Really. I really love Daylight as a rapper. I think Daylight is so tough. Daylight is fucking nice. Oh, motherfucking what's his name? Sci-Hi the Prince, low key. Sci-Hi the Prince got some freestyles on Funk Flex and LA Leakers. That's so crazy to me. And I be listening to them shits on repeat. So Sci-Hi the Prince. And this is gonna be a lot of people, but I love Ransom. I love Royce the 5'9". I love Lupe Fiasco. I love West Side Gun, all of Griselda, Benny the Butcher. It's too many niggas. I love Mick Jenkins. I love MF Doom. I love a lot of niggas, bro. Joey Badass. I love Chance the motherfucking rapper. You want to see 2 people that I really want to take inspiration from music. That's go back. Chance the rapper and Tyler the Creator. So fucking good. It's so good. It's so good, especially with the way like Chance be promoting his stuff and like the way he goes about content. Oh, Chance the Rapper is so good, bro. I love Chance. I have Chance the Rapper hoodie. It's called that has Child of God on it. Like when he started releasing like Child of God, Highs and the Lows, Bar by the Bar, all of that shit, like all of that shit is tough. I think it's called The Heart and the Mind or something like that. All of that shit is so good to me, bro. I love that shit so much. So yeah, that's not really an answer to your question, but not a better question. A different question that I feel like is better to be, answered, or I can give you a better answer for. Let me be clear. It's not a bad question, but I get, a question that I can give a better answer for. Gio, you asked this one question. You know what question you asked. You know the answer. I'm gonna just leave that there because I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Somebody asked me if I was an Atlantic terminal YouTuber, what questions would I ask? I don't know. See, I feel like a lot of, first of all, I think a lot of content is corny now. I don't like a lot of the whole like faking content for views. I don't like all that really. That shit is corny to me. And a lot of like, I guess you talking about like all like the gay son, I turned into Mike Tyson. Gay son, thought daughter shit. Which, funny enough, one of the first things that I feel like really, one of the most defining moments for me is like one of my first like fun moments on campus would probably be, I was hanging out with like Lewis, X, and a bunch of other people. And I did a fake interview. It was real bullshit about like gay son or thought daughter. It wasn't gay son or thought daughter. It was light skins or dark skins. That like shit like that. I had asked that, and that was. Hope y'all didn't hear that. That was a really funny fucking video. That shit was really fucking funny, and it was really bullshit. It was literally like a minute and a half. It wasn't serious at all. That was never even a video. But I had posted it like, oh, who want to see this video? It was the little clip that I posted was really all to that video. That shit was so fucking funny. So I probably do bullshit like that.
Y'all recording? You recording? You recording?
All right, yo, we here with my guy. What's your name?
Hey, bro, we got a cheap ass over here. Hey, bro.
Yo, let me holler at you. We here with my guy. What's your name?
Thomas.
Thomas. All right, where you from?
Uncle Tom.
Doesn't matter. Okay, so if you had a choice, light skins or dark skins?
Dark skins.
Why dark skins?
Because
You're not colorist enough. Next.
There would be some shit about slavery.
Hey yo, my man. No, never mind.
I cannot see immediately. That nigga was like, that nigga was about to be like, I'm about to be racist. He was like, I'm literally about to be racist.
But if I did do shit like that, I would obviously make it a joke that this is not serious. Because it's also corny that niggas be dead ass when they asking them questions. Like, that's sad. But, you know, I really wouldn't dabble in all of that anyway. Let's see. Winding down on the questions. My mother asks, will I get married? Yes, Mom, I'm going to get married one day. Gosh. Like, that's so random. Like, why are you asking me that? My mom asked me if I'm in love. Yes, I am. Shout out my woman. I love you. Yes, I'm in love. Which goes on to the next question. That was asked by, I don't know who this person is. Y'all guess who this person asked this question. Why I love my girlfriend so much. I love my girlfriend so much because she's just so. You want to talk about a fucking goofball, bro? Oh my God, the inside joke, not the inside jokes, but also just the random fucking jokes we be fucking having about literally anything. I love that we be on the same page a lot of the times about like random shit. In terms of our views about things, topics, whatever. But also when it comes to certain situations, like we be one and the same. What else? I told you this, but I love when I first met you that you was real, like, so New York. I don't know why I felt that way, but you just give over real, like, New York vibe, and I always fuck with that. I thought that was cool. And obviously I think you're beautiful. A lot of the other stuff, but yeah. Love ya. For sure. Speaking of, I'm sorry, to go back, somebody asked me gay son or thought daughter. What do you think? Gay son or thought daughter? Huh? I don't fucking know. You just corny for asking that. You know who asked you. If you watch this, you know you asked that. I don't know. I mean, do your thing, bro. I hate WhatsApp. I don't know why I still have WhatsApp, but it'd be like random bullshit ass shit that be happening on my WhatsApp now. I get added into like random ass group chats with like bots and shit like that. Oh, shout out AT. They doing the basketball tournament. The football players having that basketball tournament this year, and I'm reffing the best student ref on Lafayette campus. I'm claiming the title now. I really do this referee basketball shit. I'm telling you, I'm nice. I'm fucking nice.
Why the fuck you lying?
No, let me stop. I really got it like that though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking forward to that for sure. Then I was asked by guess who? Do you think I fucked this up. I didn't type the whole question out, but do you think your girlfriend deserves for you to get down on one knee and propose? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. My pockets do not agree. Yet. I'm broke. Excuse me. I'm broke. Anyway. The last two questions are interesting. Which I probably could have answered these earlier, so I don't end on such a trivial note. Because if you know me, then you know I don't like talking about. I don't like everything got to be trivial. We always got to talk about some trivial shit. Like sometimes shit needs to be talked about. I'd rather have fun. Like I'm not let's talk about the socioeconomic status of the world. I'm not one of those niggas. Let's talk about some fun shit. Like please. But somebody asked me thoughts on POC and stereotypes and do we live up to them. I answered this in the episode with the people that asked me this question, but obviously, I don't know. I think stereotypes in general, there are some truth to them, or not even there's some truth to them. There will always be, for whatever reason, some people that for somehow fit into a stereotype. That's just how it is. There's plenty of tall niggas that play basketball. There's plenty that don't. There's plenty of niggas that like hip hop. There's plenty that don't. Like, it's just, niggas fall into a stereotype naturally. Like, that's just, people in general fall into stereotypes naturally. But I think the better question really is whether or not people purposely feed into them, especially the negative ones. And I think especially when it comes to content, a lot of people do feed into stereotypes in a negative way and exaggerate those stereotypes because they know that's what the audience wants to see. And people that exploit that is just like, all that shit is corny. Like, that shit is weird, especially when it comes to shit that have like a long history, a long negative history that goes way back years and years and years. Y'all know y'all dead ass wrong for that shit. I don't know why y'all even be feeding into that nonsense. But I definitely think there are a lot of people that do exploit stereotypes to get likes and views and for monetary gain. Like, all them niggas on, like I talked about this in the episode, but all them niggas, like it was some niggas on TikTok that made their whole personality just eating watermelon and all of that shit. I'm like, why you, like, you know how that look, and you still fucking doing it, and I wish a nigga would be like, oh, a nigga can't like watermelon. Yes, you can fucking like watermelon, but when you eat it the way you be fucking eating it, making your whole personality eating watermelon and all this shit, knowing damn well the lineage that black people eat watermelon has, that shit is corny. The niggas that be on TikTok, like, making a caricature of eating fried chicken, you know what the fuck you doing. You know how you fucking look. Stop acting like that. Like, that's weird. And especially when it be a whole bunch of either white folks, either it's the white folks that's feeding into that shit, or it's young niggas that don't know no better that think this shit is just funny. I'm like, which also, I'm not gonna lie, this is something I learned during COVID. You really have to look at who the fuck is saying what. Because, especially on TikTok, depending on what the fuck it is, because you could look at a nigga profile picture, whether or not they have one, and be like, yeah, you would say some shit like that. Like, you really can't even feed into a lot of the bullshit that niggas be saying. Because niggas that don't have profile pictures do not get the time of day. The niggas that don't have profile pictures of themselves do not get the time of day. The people that don't have profile pictures and are private don't get the time of day. The people that have profile pictures but are private don't get the time of day. Like, the people that don't have any posts on their page do not get the time of day. If you look like you're a page that's under the age of fucking, like, really young, you don't get the time of day. Because you're not even worth, like, why argue? Especially because, like, niggas, you can't expect, like, you can't be mad when ignorant niggas say ignorant shit. Like, that's what they supposed to do. Like, that's very on brand. Like, I'm not about to sit up here and argue with you in the comments. Like, I'm not. Like, we can have discussion, but when it comes to certain shit, I'm like, I'm not even, like, when you start being negative and just being stupid, I'm not even. This was a whole other digression. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I used that word right. And the last question that I was asked was thoughts on POC at Lafayette. I forgot what I said in the episode with y'all, but I'll just say this now, I guess, as a preface. And being that this is the most recent, I mean, I was about to say, being that this is the most recent episode, like, this is really how I feel. I don't fucking know. I think a lot of niggas on this campus ask for shit but don't really want it. I feel like a lot of niggas be like, oh, I want to have fun. I want to do some more fun shit. I want to do, but don't everybody sit on their hands and don't actually be trying to, I love using that expression, by the way, but everybody just sit around and point fingers and don't actually do anything, which is whack to me. Or y'all just don't engage. I feel like a lot of niggas act like they too good for shit. And that's like, what are y'all doing? Like, we can't, it's hard to have fun. Like, I want to do certain like creative like new stuff. But it's hard. Like, I'm sorry. Like, sometimes niggas make it hard, and not every time does somebody want to put forth the effort to create and go through the mental labor of creating stuff just for niggas to not show up. I'm sorry. It's a lot of good GBMs that be happening, good talks that happen that y'all don't show up to, for whatever. And I'm also the fact of the matter is still the fact of the matter. And the fact of the matter is, for whatever reason that you're not showing up, you're not showing up. And that's just what it is. Granted, I have understanding and I have compassion for whatever reason you're not showing up for. If it's worth that, let me not say that, because I don't want to make it seem like whatever. But generally speaking, I have compassion and understanding for when people can't be available, when people can't show up. I'm not gonna say say it in a way that makes it seem like I'm the higher up and y'all gotta like it 100% is not like that. But generally speaking, whether it's my event or other events, I understand when niggas can't come to stuff. I understand. But understand also that the fact of the matter is still the fact of the matter. And if you're not showing up, you're not showing up. And at some point, shit get taken away, and then when you sit around and go, why we don't have, is because you didn't want. That's really what it come down to. Anything we don't have here is because, 9 times out of 10, it's because y'all niggas didn't want it. Especially when it comes to shit that we already do, like, literally have. There's certain things that we don't have in the sense of, like, we never had it and we want it, and that's just because Lafayette is assholes. That's whatever. But a lot of shit that we do have, if it get taken away, is because y'all niggas didn't want it. So don't sit up here and complain when we have certain things and then shit get taken away and y'all be like, what the fuck happened to? It was there. You didn't want it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't. And I also think we make a lot of excuses for not wanting to do things that I don't think are valid. I will never agree with the idea that some shit is too far on this campus. Unless when it comes to like walking to the Fishers or walking to Kmart, that's one thing. But a lot of shit y'all niggas be like, oh, I'm not walking over there. You can't walk 3 minutes. You can't walk 5 minutes. Nothing on this campus that like is like an event or anything is really more than a 10-minute walk, maybe. And think about, a lot of y'all niggas live on the same side of campus as a lot of the shit that be happening. Shit don't mean more than a 7-minute, 5-minute walk. You can't take your ass to something for real? Cause shit too far? Don't let me get on. I gotta be careful when I get on here. Actually, I don't have to. I don't give a fuck. Cause y'all need to hear this. Stop saying that shit too far when it's the same distance as the gym. And y'all niggas be in the gym all the time. I hate to say it, but that's a lame ass excuse. That's the lamest excuse you can give. Oh, that's just too far. Nigga, the gym is right there and y'all walk to that shit every day. What's the real reason? And that's another thing. Y'all say shit is one thing and the reasoning is one thing, but y'all really know it's another thing. Say what it is so we can address this situation in actuality and not be addressing some shit that's not really the problem. That's all I got to say. That's all the negative shit. The positive shit though, niggas might hate me for that, but I don't. I'm sorry. I say this because I feel like we have a lot of potential to do a lot of dope shit and like hang out and like create really nice stuff. But a lot of the times it feel like pulling teeth to get niggas to do stuff. And this is also just because I like to see people hang out, have fun, share good moments, do dope things together. And I just want us to be able to have as many opportunities to do that as possible. Because I don't want niggas to look at our campus and be like, or you look at other campuses and be like, oh, we need to be doing this. We could, like, especially when it comes to just shit like having events, hanging out, like we can do that. A lot of shit we could do. We just aren't for whatever reason. It's because, I don't know. Whatever. But in a positive note, like I said earlier, shout out to the CPC. Shout out to the people that pull through the port lock and just hang out and chill, especially when it comes to kickbacks. The shit that we do, the shit that we do take part in and have is always so much fun, especially when everybody buys in. It's so much fun. I love hanging out with y'all. I love being around y'all. I love, engaging with y'all. It's a lot of smart people. It's a lot of funny people. It's a lot of dope people. It's a lot of educated people. It's a lot of caring, thoughtful, generous people on this campus when it comes to POC. A lot of helpful people. Everything. Y'all do a lot for the community. It's a lot of people that do a lot for the community, whether it be show up, whether it be organized, whether it be planned, anything. A lot of dope shit happens in the community. And I'm glad that I go to a PWI that I guess has a mini HBCU in it, even though I don't know if that really applies to us for real. But for me, I definitely feel like, we have our own mini HBCU. And we're able to just hang out, have fun, and do dope shit, sit out on the quad, go to the house and chill, sit in Fahrenheit and chill. Like, everything is just feels so good. And sometimes, not necessarily I forget, but in a way I forget that I'm in a PWI amongst, different people that's not, people that I identify with. Just simply for everything is just so fun. And I have my criticisms about the community as somebody that is actively in the community, because a lot of niggas will tell you some shit about the community and don't step foot in anything, which is another conversation. I'm gonna leave that there. But a lot of, as somebody that's in the community a lot, and I feel like I know what the community could be. Like, I say a lot of shit out of love just because I want niggas to do better. Just to give ourselves the best opportunity as possible to take over and really take up space and occupy space and just be present and have fun. I say that a lot, but just being present. And not that I'm going back on what I'm saying, but I do just want to apologize if that comes off as holier than thou, above all, and I run shit. I don't believe that. I'm not holier than thou. None of that shit. I don't identify with none of that. That is not who I am. But I think as a member of the community, I just get fed up with, I don't know. It's just disheartening when events happen and people don't show up, because I feel like people miss out on a lot of good opportunities. And like I was saying earlier, I understand, stuff get in the way, stuff happens, but when I hear my friends talk about the older years of Lafayette, before I got there, and how active shit used to be and people used to be around, I just wish we lived in a time where it mimics that, really. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about all that. I might cut it out, I might not. We'll see, because I just don't want that to get taken in the wrong way, because I do mean well when I do say that, but I don't want to be that nigga that be like, nah, I said what I said, and if you take it the wrong way, then that's just you taking it wrong. Like, fuck you. Like, obviously, I'm open to if I'm misjudging anything, because that's just how I am. If I'm not getting the full picture, please, whatever. Or if there's nuance that you want to add to that, by all means, I'll take it. But I'm probably put it out anyway, because knowing y'all niggas, y'all not gonna listen all the way through, or maybe y'all gonna skip it to the end. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, that's a lot of motherfucking talking. That's the end of the podcast. Not the end of the podcast. Well, technically, by the end of the podcast. That's the end of all the questions that I got.
I got some shit to say.
That was a lot of good shit that y'all asked. I had fun. The episodes are only gonna get better. I'm gonna have really great guests on here. I hope y'all enjoy. I hope y'all stick all the way through if you can. I know sometimes the episodes are gonna be a little bit longer, but please, if you could watch all the way through, I don't want y'all to miss anything. If you have any critiques, any suggestions that you want to have for the podcast, I'm all ears, especially because I know a lot of y'all say a lot of stuff out of love, and you really just want me to get the best out of everything that I'm doing. Please reach out, let me know. But yeah, I really hope y'all do enjoy the podcast. It's just a little fun idea that I had, and I'm glad to hear people ask about the podcast when the first episode's coming out. I really do appreciate that, like, seriously. I hope y'all do enjoy. Please let me know if y'all want more. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put on more anyway, whether or not y'all like it. I like it. So if you don't like it, stop fucking watching, dickhead. Anyway, yeah. I don't know. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate y'all. Please keep tuning in. Please keep watching the videos. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you fucking with it. And yeah. For now, that's all for me. I hope you enjoy. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on the notification bell so you get notified every time I post. Follow me on Instagram at Teo the Rapper. That's TEOTHERAPPER. So you can stay up to date on what I'm doing with music, what I'm doing with the podcast, everything. Check the links in the description because I probably have a lot of them based on what I shouted out, what I said, and anything like that. And yeah, it's been a pleasure. I'm really excited to see how this goes and where I can go from here. Shout out my nigga DJ Vonnie on the merch once again. Make sure y'all cop up. And yeah, I'm gonna get out of here because it's late and I'm tired. But I want to edit this podcast. So we out. Bye.
Fuck being silent, I had some shit to say. Bunch of stuff I wanted to, but I didn't say. Probably shouldn't have talked about it. I just did it anyway. As for the record, I just said it straight, bitch. Fuck out my face.